Hi guys! So today I'm just gonna do something for fun. It's the starving artist tag. I actually think it's a really old tag, but it doesn't matter. I find doing these really fun and watching other people do them fun. So there are 20 questions kind of about like me as an artist. So yeah, I'll just get right into them. Number 1, what is your favorite experience as an artist? I think my favorite experience, I don't think it's just like one experience, but just all the people that I've met through art, online and through school and art classes that I've taken. I feel like art has been sort of this thing that kind of connected me to other people. Okay, number 2, what's your least favorite experience as an artist? There's a lot of difficult things about being an artist just because it's kind of a difficult profession to be in if you're doing it professionally. Just to get yourself out there and especially for freelance, you kind of like, you have to do everything yourself, obviously. But one of the things that I find to be like my least favorite thing is the envy I get towards other artists. I mean, not envy, what's the word? I guess my tendency to compare myself to other artists. So number 3, what are your dreams/goals for your art? My big one is just to be able to make a living off my art, just to be able to get a good income from doing what I love. I wouldn't mind working for someone like in the animation or game industry. I wouldn't mind, but ideally I would just like to be doing my own thing. Number 4, what's your favorite medium and why? I think digital art is my most used medium, and it is kind of a favorite. But in terms of like traditional media, watercolor is definitely my favorite. But in the past year I have gotten like a really big appreciation for oil paints. Just the feel of them, like working with them is so nice. And I know it's a tricky medium to work with just because it doesn't dry fast. It's kind of, I don't know, intimidating in a lot of ways. But once you get the hang of it, it's really nice. Number 5, what inspired you to do art / why do you love it? I don't know. I've always been, into art, and I've been drawing since I could hold a pencil. I actually have this I might do a video on like my old sketchbooks and stuff, but my oldest sketchbook or my oldest comic that I ever made, I was about 4 or 5 years old, literally. Like I didn't even know how to write yet, but I was drawing pictures and I would like kind of do the words, and yeah, that's pretty crazy. So I've always been doing it. I always loved it. It's something that, just creating things has always been something that I really love. I love writing as well. I love just doing crafty things. So I've always been kind of artsy. Number 6, what's your favorite piece you've ever made, and why do I think it's special? I guess recently the painting I did that actually won me a prize. I'll insert a picture somewhere so you can see what it looks like. I actually won best painting in show, like best in show for it, in the painting category, which was incredible. This was in my last semester. It's like the first thing I've ever won for my art. Number 7, who / what are your biggest art influences? There are so many. I'll think of a couple. The pre-Raphaelite paintings. I like John William Waterhouse paintings, Art Nouveau. I love Junji Ito. A few like internet people that I find really inspiring and influential are Fran Nerd and Shinga. So many. Lowish. And yeah, I could go on, but I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna stop there. Number 8. What did you learn from being a full-time artist? I don't know if I would, I mean, I'm still kind of an art student. I'm not exactly making bank with my art, but it is kind of a full-time job for now. But I think just how non-stop it is. Every time I finish something, there's already like 10 more things accumulating that I have to finish, and I'm constantly getting ideas of other things to do. I learned to be a lot more organized with my work. This is something that was more because of medications that I changed and going to therapy and stuff, but I'm more able to focus on what I'm doing and get things done, and I don't procrastinate as much. So yeah, and I guess all of those things are just stuff that you learn along the way anyway. So number 9, what do your friends and family think about you being an artist? They think it's cool. It's never really been like just a crazy thing that, you know, I was interested in or whatever. They always kind of took it seriously, and because I took it seriously, and they've always been very encouraging. You know, if I had friends that didn't support me or whatever, I don't think we'd be friends anyway. So number 10, was becoming an artist your childhood dream? If not, what is? It is actually. I had a lot of childhood dreams, and I mean, I tried quite a few of them. Another one was writing, becoming like an author. Another one was studying archaeology. What else? Another one was being a singer, but I'll stick to karaoke. But yeah, being an artist has always kind of been like one of those things that, one of my many dreams. So number 11, what advice can you give to people who want to be more artistic or creative? The best advice I can give is to make it a habit. Being an artist is only like 1% talent, and everything else is just skill, and even creativity is a skill. The more you do it, the better you get. Something a bit more practical. One thing that helps me a lot is just watching movies that inspire me, reading books that inspire me, going on Pinterest really inspires me. I love collecting all kinds of things that like I put into an inspiration folder. Number 12, were you supported to pursue art as a child? Yes, again, I was never told that like I couldn't do this, that it wasn't a real job or whatever. Not outright, at least. But no, I was always encouraged. So, number 13, do you make money off your art? Yes, but not a lot. Number 14, what do you want to improve on / aspire to be with your future art? I want to get really good at backgrounds and environments and landscapes and that kind of stuff. And yeah, I mean, there's so many things I can improve on and so many things that I want to better in terms of my art, but that's one of the big ones. Number 15, what feelings do we try to express in our art? Now, I don't know if this is like in general, like we as people of society, or me. I'm gonna go with me. I subconsciously, not always, but like even if I don't think about it, I always subconsciously kind of use art as like a way to release my feelings. I guess everyone does, kind of. Sometimes I'll draw art just in the therapeutic kind of way, and the older I get, the less scared I am to share that. When I was younger, all of my darker pieces or more personal pieces, I wouldn't share just because I was afraid of judgment, and yeah, it seems to resonate with people a lot more just because you know, we all have feelings. I think specifically I channel a lot of feelings of pain, imperfection, sadness, anxiety, I don't know. Lots of stuff like that. When it comes to like more and more serious pieces, I feel like that's a theme. But also like, I like drawing things that make me feel powerful. So that's another theme. Number 16, what's your favorite thing to paint and why? Paint, draw, whatever. I think elves, just in general, like a big general thing that I always draw and doodle and all over my sketchbooks are elves and mermaids, women. Number 17, what's the strangest thing you've painted? I can't think of anything at the moment, but if I find something within my sketchbooks or whatever, there's something completely obvious that I missed, I'll just put it right here. Okay, number 18. Have you ever been hung up after you started a commission? How do you handle it? I assume that means like they backed out or they didn't pay or whatever. And yes, I have. How I do commissions is they'll contact me, tell me what they want, all of that, and we'll settle on a price. And they don't pay until I finish my sketch. So I'll send them a sketch kind of to see if they like it so far, whatever, and then they pay. I don't know how it happened. No, yes I do. I started coloring ahead and I was doing line art and all that junk before I got paid, so that was my bad. And the person just, it was really weird. Like they kept responding to my emails like, yes, I'll pay, whatever, I'll pay. And they kept trying to give me like more things that they wanted to commission from me. So I was like, okay, so this person seems like they're not just running away or whatever. So I continued thinking that they were going to pay for that and I was going to start on to their next commission. But they didn't pay. I sent them a lot of emails, polite but firm, and they just, until I was like, okay, I'm sorry, I'm not working with you anymore. And they kind of got like offended, like they didn't know why, and they kept asking me for more commissions, so it was really weird. In the end, I did finish the drawing that they asked of me because it was kind of a cool concept, but I made it my own. Okay, sorry if the camera moved, my memory card was full. So number 19, do you admit the paint smells good? Yes, I love the smell of paint, especially oil paint, which is like the smelliest one, but it's such an artsy smell. I really like it. Number 20, what would you tell your younger self? So many things. But in terms of my art, I think I would tell them to not give up, because I did go through a time where I was very uncertain about it, and I think that uncertainty kind of stalled my progress a little bit. So, okay. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm not really going to tag anyone because, you know, you can do it if you want. The questions are going to be in the description. Yep. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye!